And you're not comparing apples to apples.
Premier Danielle Smith says reports of chartered surgical facilities charging more for operations compared to them being done in public facilities is not a fair comparison. The Premier responding to questions Monday after the Canadian press obtained internal documents showing Alberta Surgical Group was billing the government $8,300 for hip replacements, while estimates for the procedure when done in public facilities was just over $4,000.
We can't be making up numbers with Alberta Health Services in order to make it look like charter surgical facilities are more costly, and that's what it looks like to me.
Smith adding those public facility estimates don't include costs like implant devices, facility fees, and imaging. Legal counsel for Alberta Surgical Group told City News they are unable to disclose specifics with their contract with the province since it has a confidentiality clause, but pointed to figures from the Canadian Institute for Health Information, which shows the median cost for hip replacements in Alberta is $10,474.
The numbers we do know and the numbers we've seen in other jurisdictions like Ontario show that it is more expensive to do these surgeries in private facilities than public hospitals, and one of the main reasons is the need to make a profit.
The Premier's defense comes after former Alberta Health Services CEO Athana Mentolopoulos earlier in the month launched a wrongful dismissal lawsuit. She alleges she was fired after looking into allegations of conflict of interest, where government officials involved in negotiating contracts with chartered surgical facilities and private contractors had ties to the companies. In her suit, she said she was pressured to sign contracts that were overpriced when comparing them to other private contractors and internal AHS costing.
There's going to be increased pressure coming from constituents, speaking to their MLA, speaking to cabinet ministers and saying, what's going on here? I'm barely managing to make ends meet. I'm paying my taxes and they're being used in ways to pay more than things are worth.
Alberta's Auditor General is looking into AHS's procuring and contracting process. None of Mentolopoulos' claims have been tested in court. In Calgary, Djan, City News.